it's time for me to let it out. I refuse to run it hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it would kill me, but it has only made me stronger. Welcome. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
You are on Plug Studio Network, and the show is Let It Out. I am your host, Tabosha's Rochester, and I'm here with my host,
Raphael Jones.
Oh, yes. I hope everybody's doing good. Please share this tonight. I think we're going to have a couple laughs with this one. But tonight's topic is nagging. Nagging. Do you go through these things in your relationship? I mean,
everybody has their point of nagging. So yeah.
Yes, nagging. Okay. Things that you do. Okay, when you ask for something more than twice, it's like, you're nagging me.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah. I can do that.
You do?
I can understand that. Yeah.
See, nagging with me, I really don't do all that too much. So, I try not to. Hello. Yes, I've been told all I do is nag. Oh, God. That's peaked. Did you hear that, y'all?
I've been told all I do is nag. Yeah, I've been told that too.
Really? Have you? Are you serious?
I was told I nag too much about things.
I don't think I do. Hi, Brenda. Welcome to Let It Out.
Good evening, baby.
Good evening. Yes. Nagging.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do all that. Like I said, I don't do all that. I try to make it as plain as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to keep saying it over and over again.
Right.
I get my point across and then I'm done with it.
Yeah, you got to. It's like after a while you know you're not getting it, you just leave it alone. But it happens. Yeah.
Yes. Voicing your request the third time, like, okay, hey.
Right.
Did you hear what I said?
If you gotta repeat it.
Repeat.
If you gotta repeat it.
Stop bothering me. The arguments start. They get out of hand because they say that you're nagging them.
Right.
I don't think. Give me your idea of nagging, Raphael, from a man's point of view, please.
I know us men begs. Sometimes they have to beg for it. So it's almost like a nagging sound. Like, you say you was going to give me. We got to do without, So it comes down to the point that, sometimes that can look like we're nagging them to get it. But it does happen. So it's like sometimes you come on. You doing this now? You want to go to this store? Men do nag. They just don't sit there and try to say what it is, but they do be nagging, and you get it. So a lot of they like all women do it, but men do it a lot too.
Yeah. Brenda stated that. She said, "Baby, I'm one of them naggers." She's being honest. See, I like her. Yeah,
my baby, she don't nag as much though. She's more. I'm gonna say she's more strong. She's more powerful. Okay. She really is. Okay. And she would sit there and like, all right, pretty much that's it. And then it's done. So it's not even as long. So yeah.
Oh man.
But when it comes down to getting stuff like cleaning the house, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
If it gets a little too outrageous,
Yeah.
you start saying, "Hey,
Nagging.
look, we
Yeah.
really got to do this."
Yeah.
And sometimes you even nag yourself about it, like, "Yeah."
Like, how many times does she have to say it to you?
She, it was a time where I was under one of those moves where I was just down, and she explained it to me like 3 or 4 times that we really. This is how she said, "It's beautiful. We need to do this, baby." So I love it to death though, but yeah, we need, and I like, I need to get my behind up. Let me get this stuff going. So yeah.
Yeah. But when you're in a relationship, you know, you have one who nags worse than the other.
Yeah.
You have one who's more like on you, like, look, you want to do this?
Right.
You're like, oh my God, are you serious right now?
Right.
Are we going there right now?
Right.
You're
and
nagging
it's
me.
a constantly thing.
Yeah, it's
especially when you got a
constant
lot of things on your mind and you got
Yeah.
other things that you got to deal with.
Right.
And this person only looking at their point of view, but not what's going on with you. So
Right.
there's a lot of times it look like it's really a nag. It's like you nagging them. So yeah, it to them it's like,
Yeah.
do I have to deal with this right now? I got to go.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Alicia. But yeah, it's like now I gotta go. I can't deal with this. You're going too far. You're going too much with it.
Yeah.
Then that's that nag.
Yeah. I mean, you know, every relationship goes through this.
Mm-hmm.
They can't say that they don't because I know better.
Right.
This is the emotions who you talking to. I know everybody nag one another, one point or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First thing in the morning.
Oh boy.
First thing in the morning.
Oh
Oh
boy.
my God.
I think the mornings in our house is a lot different.
Really?
Yeah, we don't really ask each other to do anything or anything at all until like maybe close to noon almost. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because most of the time in the morning, if my baby gotta get ready for work, I get her, get stuff ready, get her, feed her and everything, make sure she good, get her out the door so she can be all right.
Yeah.
Then she goes to work, and then by lunchtime, that's when we'll sit down and talk about if we
Right.
need something or do
Right.
something or
Yeah.
get something done.
Yeah.
It's usually like near noon. We'll start sitting there saying what we need to do. So that's what happens.
Yeah.
We don't even see it until late.
Oh, see, and my husband, he has this thing where, can you? I'm like, oh my God. Do you know what time it is? I'm going back to bed. I'll tend to it later. He's like, but did you hear? I heard you. Leave me alone right now. It's too early for all this stuff. And then he'll call again.
Right.
He'll call me on his break or whatever. Well, did you? I'll get it. In my time. Please don't rush me. Please don't keep bothering me. But if you're going through the same thing, let us know. Because this is a funny topic. You know what I mean?
Feel free to call in,
to where
y'all.
you get aggravated sometimes with this nagging situation where like I said, it gets out of hand sometimes it doesn't.
Feel free to call in, y'all. Please call in tonight.
Yes, 302-312-3534. Don't hesitate to call in. Hey. Yes. Hello everybody, welcome to Let It Out. And who's this? Where's this?
He just says, I'm not a nagger.
I'm a director. Over there. Handle that right now. Over there. I like that though. You know what I mean? It's not always the women either. It's always the, it's both of us. It's men and women. You know what I mean? You have one who's, like I said, more aggressive on the nagging part. Like, I forget the talk show. It was back in the day where the woman was the person who said, "You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that." It's an old show, but y'all probably know what I'm talking about. But it's an old sitcom that used to come on TV back in the day where the wife was bossy, and but nagging, it does give you a headache. It does stress you out a little bit too, because you're like, okay, I'm gonna get it when I get it. Okay, Tina. Hello, Tina. Welcome,
Hey,
love.
Tina.
Yeah, she said, I wouldn't consider myself a nagger, but if I have to. She said, repeat
anything twice, it's going to be
it's gonna
a problem. That's that.
Yes, exactly. Like, come on. She took the words
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about right there. Please don't keep letting me repeat myself. I already told you already.
Now I gotta say this. In some points, at some men, I'm gonna say this because some men do have this same problem I do. I forget. So you gotta tell me again sometimes. I will forget stuff. I will forget stuff quick. And it's not even, it's not purposely done. It's just I will forget stuff. I forget stuff I gotta do for myself. So you gotta understand that I will forget. You have to tell me again sometime. I have to say, baby, what was that you said? You said something I'm supposed to and she said that, what, baby? Because I forget everything. I will forget everything, and she would have to remind me of a lot of things. I got so much stuff running that I will forget stuff.
Do you guys write things down like you have?
Oh my God, she's
stuff
the
down so you can go back to, so you don't have to hear all that.
Well, no, she's the queen of writing stuff down. But this is what she'll tell me to do: set an alarm, and she makes sure she'll tell me quick, set an alarm, because y'all know you're gonna forget. You gotta call them. You gotta do this. Set an alarm, saying what it is you gotta do. Pretty much. I'm serious. I will forget so much stuff, but like she will write. She writes everything.
Right. And you know, this nagging thing with this pandemic and stuff like that.
I know it got worse.
Man,
I know it got worse.
I know it has. Some people's households, I know.
Yeah.
You know, where you getting tired of, you know, y'all going at each other and all that.
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
in
stuff.
each other's face the whole time.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness! Like, please get out, go do something with yourself. Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So
but I'm glad you guys are on here tonight, man.
Yeah.
This is a good subject.
Y'all need to call in.
Yeah, man.
Alicia said, I'm sick, so I can't call.
Oh,
but
get better.
I remind you, then suggest to you, and then I will tell you to do something. Yeah. I mean, that's one of those. It's still kind of a nag, but because you got to say it more than once. So it's like, yeah, it's considered still a nag. You got to tell, especially if you got, like I said, I know I have to be reminded. I have to be reminded. There's a lot of times I need to be reminded a lot. And my baby put up with it. Sometimes she just go, all right. And it's just pretty much, no, baby, I got it. Like she had to remind me to the point that I will forget totally of things. So yeah.
See, nagging. It will. I'm telling you, it will bother you because you're like, okay, you're making my head hurt. I don't know how many times I gotta say this to you.
Right.
Put the trash out. Mail this letter. It's really important. You got to mail this letter. You got to call the doctor. I mean, did you do it? I have to do this with my husband a lot. I have to call him and say, did you do this? Did you do that? He's like, oh, man, you know what? I totally forgot. And he still won't do it. And I have to keep saying it over and over. He's like, baby, you're getting on my nerves. Yeah. But I'm like, look. I'm trying to stress to you, this needs to be done.
Right.
You know what I mean? You need to handle this. So he's like that. Yeah.
That's my baby. She'll call me and say, did you call him today? Oh, crap, baby. All right. Let me do it, right? Let me call him. Let me call him right now while I'm thinking about it, whatever. She'll make sure I do stuff. Now, as far as like, did you take the trash out? No, I'm nagging on that. Baby, don't touch that trash. I got it. She'll go, baby, it needs to go out. Baby, I'm coming. Let me go get it. Let me put it out. Stop. Because she'll sit there and like, baby, I can do it. I know you can, but I don't want you to, so don't do it. I'm on my way. So
that's like driving in the car. I think I mentioned this before. My husband and I go riding. It'd be nice and quiet for a couple minutes. Don't go so close. Hurry up, go around him. Leave me alone. Let me drive. Please let me drive. You're over there for a reason. I'm over here. Now, if you want to drive, I'll park the car and you can get over here and take over. That's me. I get so agitated. I'm like, you're nagging me.
Yeah.
Nagging. What else nags you? Let us know.
Yeah.
You can call in 302-312-3534. I know that somebody want to say something. Tell me all your business. Then you know I like to be all up in it. So don't hesitate. Hello.
Hey, D Nasty, how you, man?
Yes.
You gotta call in, D. I know you got something. Oh, I know you got something about nagging, man. You
Yes,
gotta call. 'Cause we have talked.
Nagging in your relationships. Yes, we have that a lot. Like we said, you're asking them to just do simple things. Vice versa. Even your children. The nagging thing. Those are relationships as well. You tell them to do something, they don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's
Mom, you're getting on my.
problem.
Why, Mom? How many times you gonna tell me? I already know, Mom.
That's one of those things there. That's that. Woo, Lord. You said like, if I had to tell you too many times, there's a problem. Woo, Lord,
Make
you better
that
get it.
bed.
You better get it.
Make that bed. They don't want to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and they say, "You're nagging me." Excuse me, I'm the mother. You the child.
Yeah, someone forget that too.
Honey,
I ain't gonna lie. I forgot it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My mom reminded me.
Yes. Come on, y'all. Let's get in on this conversation. Nagging. I know you know someone, yourself, that you're going through this thing every day. That you try not to.
Johnson said woosah. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta get it back in that center.
Yes, you gotta take a minute. Like, okay, didn't I tell you to vacuum underneath the couch?
It's one of those things that I actually sit there before I start nagging about it. I have to think, did I say it?
Yeah.
I want to be sure that I said this. Hold up, didn't I say this?
Yeah. You're questioning your own self. That's bad. When you should know that you probably brought it to your attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they look at you like, you ain't say nothing to me.
Hold up.
You ain't say nothing to me.
You saw me thinking like, where was I standing? You gotta sit there and think about all that. Like, all right, I know I was near a door. I said it then. And by the time you get finished, they done walked away. Then
look, whatever needs to be done, guess what? It's not gonna get done. I'm telling you, nagging it irks you. It makes like I get like I want to just hit something like a wall or something like that because you keep saying it and you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and I keep asking you, please don't do that.
Right.
Please stop it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I did a show one time, and on stage, this dude was like, I'm like, will you stop? I want to stop in the middle of my character and say, stop tapping me. Because that's not even part of the show.
Right.
Stop it. It's like oh my God, that irked me.
No.
We're in the middle of a show and he's doing this. I'm like, stop. Yeah. No, you're not supposed to tap. Yeah. Stop tapping me.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh. And it almost make me break character so many times on stage. I'm like, come on now. Come on. I said, one of the things I have on my show when I do shows is that I have to remember. Right. Like I said, I forget things.
Right.
So I have to remember everything. So I have to remember my steps, remember my marking, where I'm supposed to be, this and the other. Remember my cue for my songs, remember whatever. But when you got somebody taking you completely out, doing that, just kept tapping me. It was making me lose focus on what I'm doing. I'm like, you got to stop. So I had to nag at him for a good minute. Look. When we on stage, man, don't do that. Don't keep tapping me. Don't do that. So that's not
bothering me. Yeah, I'm trying to be focused.
You messing me up. And I'm knock on wood, but I never had a messed up show where I did not remember everything. Until that point when he kept tapping me, I almost lost a couple of lines. Let my wife tell her, yeah, I did a great job. And in my mind, I'm like, I was off. Right. I was completely off. That boy did it too much. And I had to tell him, I was like, nah, you got to stop. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to get this. You got to get. Right. Do you remember that? Then he won't do it. And I'm like,
Besides your relationship, what nags you? Besides your relationship, what else nags you? Like, what really bothers me is, you know how you go to the airport or to the grocery store and you'll see somebody there with one of them little chains are hooked to their child.
Oh my God. The little leash.
Oh God, you're bothering me.
Oh
It's
my
nagging me.
God. That little leash. That's horrible.
They
That
are
is
not
horrible.
dogs. They ain't no dog. What
That
you
is
doing?
so horrible.
Come on.
And I've seen them do it on many occasions,
It
and to
nagged
this
me,
day they
man.
still
I be
do
like,
it.
oh my God, I want to say something. I want to say something so bad.
I thought they stopped until I was at what was that? My wife and I went to Philadelphia National Airport. We was on our way on vacation, and I seen somebody with their child like that. I was like, I thought they stopped that, but apparently nah. They still pulling them like dogs. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Isn't that horrible?
I'd be wanting to go and pick them up and put them in their arm. Look, carry them then if you don't want.
What is the reason?
Right.
Okay.
That ain't us. Right. Right. See, that ain't us. Right.
Okay. It sure ain't, honey. No.
Right.
I'll be like, what are you doing?
We
to
go
this
by
baby?
we have a different is. We have a not with the yeah.
What is that? Oh, not with the leashes.
Yeah.
Definitely
But-
not us. Definitely.
But it's like we have we as folks,
Yeah.
as us, color folks,
Cheers.
have a different is.
Yeah.
You better hurry up. You better keep up. You gone. I ain't paying for you. You're gonna be stuck where you are. And every kid keeps running behind their parents with that. Cause they like, why you running? She
Right.
can't leave you. You don't know my mama. She will leave.
Oh, God. What was that, Maurice?
Hey, Nazi, what's going on?
Maurice
Put
stated
that little.
Put that little sucker. I can't.
Yeah. Oh, Reese, the show is about nagging. I would love to hear you.
Yeah, I know you got something for us. You never let me down. I know you got something for me. I know you do. Yeah, honey. But tonight's show is about nagging, relationships. And Dee said the look.
Oh, he said we got the look.
Yeah,
that's
we
that
do.
look when that parent look at you.
Okay, you better get it together. You better get it together. I'm telling you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Bless up, sir. Bless up. Bless up.
Yes, honey. Honey, when them parents look at you with their eyes like that, something better.
Yeah, my brother has this thing that he did with his boys, and it's almost like he'll be looking over his glasses, but he don't have no glasses on. So he does like, look at, give him that look, and they just start. All right, Dad. I'm like, wow. What did you say?
Look, especially when you're growing up at church services, they be like, hush over there.
All right.
That noise out. Stop smacking that gum over there. Yes, honey.
Oh Lord. Mark said, oh Lord. Yeah.
Person said, I
That's
give
right.
I give my significant other the look. You better do something. You better make a move.
Yeah. I mean, some people can even like. Have you ever seen somebody nag with their eyes? It is so funny. It is so funny.
Have you? I never saw that
like-
before.
It's like they want you to go do something, but you didn't go do it yet. So what happened is you catch their eye from across the room and hit the, hit the
Get on it.
nag from across the room. All right, I got it.
Oh God, I can't. Y'all call in on this conversation if you like. 302-312-3534. Because you know we want to be all up in your business.
Man. Yeah, it's some of those. It's a lot of different vices that people use, but it's real crazy. Like, have you ever been in a room with the person that's with you or whatever, and one is on one side of the room, one on the other side of the room, but they're looking at you, and they text you.
Yeah. Why are you texting me? I'm sitting right here.
Hell you doing? Why you over there? Let's go.
Come over here. Really? Why are you bothering me? Like, really? That is so funny. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
Yes,
But,
I have seen it. Yep.
yes,
I
yeah.
have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those crazy things. You see a lot of, and it's like there's different ways that people can nag you, and it's really serious.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You just told the person, all right, I'm gonna go in the house, get some rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow. By the time you get to the room, you then called you like 3 or 4 times to remind you of something.
Oh, I forgot. What? You could have told me this when I got out the car. Oh my God, that would give me a headache. That would give me a headache. What Precious thing?
She said, my aunt from nagging. My art form of nagging was to throw stuff, and hit, and in the back of your head,
I can't.
yeah. That's a mama move there.
Get your attention.
that's a mama move there. She busting in with a shoe or whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm done.
Yeah, that's one of those things. You got to get them. Got to let them know.
I'm going to get your attention one way or another. It's up to you. That's crazy. Oh my God. That's stuff that the parents used to do back in the day. Look, you.
Well, I've been a victim of getting bust a lot of times.
What? Oh my God.
My mom made sure anything that wasn't nailed down got flew. Throw the bed at you if she could. She gonna get you. I'm telling you. My wife would tell you. My mom told her. My mom told her. She said, "Oh yeah, I used to get them."
My God.
She had 3 boys. She had to get us.
Look, this is said the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you here right up, honey. Get your attention one way or another. I'm telling you. Look, hairbrush.
And Alicia told me, that look we give when women give when we're ready to go to wide eye. What?
You know that.
Yeah.
Look, we give. When the women give you, we're ready to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, honey.
That wide eye. Half head tilt. Yeah. And soft flick of yeah.
That's the look.
Yeah. See. All right. My baby, when she's ready to go, she'll remind me of something. So it's more like, yeah, we gotta get up in the morning, and that means it's time to go. It's time to go.
Oh, okay.
We supposed to stop by. All right, baby, we ready to go. Well, I'm not saying that we gotta go. It's just letting you know. Yeah, that means we gotta go. That means it's time to go. So I know to get my stuff together. All right, y'all. I'm out.
My husband does that. He be like, well, we got something to do at 4:00. And I'll be like,
right.
What?
Right. You're in the middle of a good conversation with somebody.
Okay,
we gotta.
we got something to do at 4. Like, okay, let's go. Nagging. Too funny. And some people get crazy too with it when the nagging gets, they get abusive with it sometimes too. With their mouth.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like, hold up.
Sometimes it gets a bit too strong.
Hold up. Back it up. No, I'm not doing it like that. Don't be talking to me crazy. That crazy nagging.
Right.
That arguing, bickering type of nag.
Right.
Now, have you ever experienced anything like that? Like to the bickering part of nagging? To where you're like back and forth with it? I have. But we can get back to after the break. We have a small break coming up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can't see the person. What's the name of the song? Video of the Night, Stay Woke by Shadow.
Yeah, by Shadow. Hope y'all enjoy it. Be back in a minute.
I got my hammer on me and You see that new video? That shit a whole motherfucking wave, I swear to God. Let's go.
I just won't run up a stack, break bread with my niggas and then roll it up. I just wanna roll up a pack and throw a big party cause we turning up. My peoples is dying, they playing with iron and shit getting crazy as fuck. I tell all my niggas to run it back, so if it's shit good, nigga, run it back. I just wanna run up a stack, break bread with my niggas and then roll it up. I just wanna run up a pack and throw a big party cause we turning up. My peoples is dying, they playing with iron and shit getting crazy as fuck. I tell all my niggas to run it back, so if your shit good, nigga, run it back. I was just paving the way, got so much shit on my plate. Making the way got me stressed out, paying bills every day. Almost staying out the way, I'm just trying to get paid. Piece of rock and lemonade, niggas trying to ride my way. Stack up the bread and put it in banks and don't ask nobody for shit. Boy, I been lifting the rib, so back the fuck up on my shit. I put back on a rainy day just to save a meal for my kids. Nigga, I said what I said. Nigga, it is what it is. Nigga, mind your biz. Young nigga, worry about you. Cause niggas is catching these bullets and hollers like niggas is catching the flu. Niggas done frozen, niggas done told like they ain't got nothing to lose. And we popping bottles and running shit up like we ain't got nothing to prove, yeah. I just wanna run up a stack, break bread with my niggas and then roll it up. I just wanna roll up a pack and throw a big party cause we turning up. My peoples is dying, they playing with iron and shit getting crazy as fuck. I tell all my niggas to run it back, so if it's shit good, nigga, run it back. I just wanna run up a stack, break bread with my niggas and then roll it up. I just wanna run up a pack and throw a big party cause we turning up. My peoples is dying, they playing with iron and shit getting crazy as fuck. I tell all my niggas to run it back, so if your shit good, nigga, run it back.
I just wanna give me a bag and head out of country and then fuck it up. Come back right to the block, give me a strap and then run it up. Most of these niggas be frauding, saying that money be calling. I've been talking to money so long, I'm telling them niggas they drawing. I'm still getting money on the cash app, that little tax money you can have that. I've been walking in the night shows with money, if a nigga really want it, I'ma grab that. Been had enough of you niggas, about to start clicking the trick and my finger is itching. All of you niggas is bitches, I'ma say it twice cause I meant it. Wait, let me finish. All of you niggas is bitches, said that shit twice cause I meant it. Me and Shadrack talk money cause all we know is run up the digits. When you hear this, you know that you finished. Nigga run the line back cause I'm blistered. Been getting at it, been on a mission. Niggas know better, never be distant.
I just wanna run up a stack, break bread with my niggas and then roll it up. I just wanna roll up a pack and throw a big party cause we turning up. My peoples is dying, they playing with iron and shit getting crazy as fuck. I tell all my niggas to run it back, so if it's shit good, nigga, run it back. I just wanna run up a stack, break bread with my niggas and then roll it up. I just wanna run up a pack and throw a big party cause we turning up. My peoples is dying, they playing with iron and shit getting crazy as fuck. I tell all my niggas to run it back, so if it's shit good, nigga, run it back. Bars on the beat, you already know, you hear me? Your boy S. Romeo. Shit.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back to Let It Out, and we are on Plug Studio Network. Welcome back to Let It Out, and the topic tonight is nagging. Now, question for you guys. Do you think that nagging will ruin your relationship?
Yes.
Do you believe so? Yeah,
it can.
It can. Yes, it can. It can. To where, things get ugly in between
right.
You two, to where
right, to the point where you can't take it no more and y'all just My thing about relationships, and my wife can protest to this, is that my words to everybody is if you're in a relationship, you gotta want it.
Yeah.
You gotta want it. With everything that goes with it, you gotta want it.
Exactly.
But at the same time, sometimes that nagging bit, you have to sit down and talk.
Yeah.
Sit down and talk if you want the relationship.
Because
but
the thing is, it's like, okay, first we were okay. We were on this nice level. The next thing you know, it came,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where'd this come from?
Right.
We was just at a cool conversation a few minutes ago.
Right.
And it got out of hand to where it became the nagging part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it does get crazy, but you gotta actually understand the person that you with also, because if you understand why they nagging or what's going on, or that they are naggers, you must be able to deal with it.
Exactly.
Nagging, Peach says, nagging can destroy relationships. Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
It really
Definitely.
can. I mean, especially if the person is one of those people it's an irritating nag that's just doing it for no reason. Just constantly going at the same thing over and over and over again
Oh my God, you give me a
before the
headache.
before the situation even can get
Yeah.
fixed.
Yeah.
You already nagging them about it over.
Ugh.
You said you was going to do this. Why didn't you do that? You said
yeah.
I didn't get a chance to do that yet. But you said you was going to do it. So when are you going to do it? That's a nag.
Exactly.
That is a nag that a lot of guys kind of like can't put up with. It's like a lot of guys, they have to do it at their pace. A lot of guys prefer to do everything at their pace. Same thing as women. A lot of them prefer to do it at their pace. You can't sit there and fuss at them and ask them, why didn't you do it then? Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? It's a nag that's actually not necessary that causes those relationship falls.
Exactly. Smack stated that's the part I hate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and
Just
keep piling this stuff on because it's like you have like so many things going on, and if the person like myself will forget, it's not purposely done. It is that you will forget.
Right.
Don't nag on it.
Exactly.
Just try to help me to remember it.
Right.
because I probably forgot.
Yeah. Pierce Peach stated that, especially if they're a negative nagger,
Right.
nothing
right.
is, nothing's
Nothing is
ever
going
right with them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Smacktail would keep repeating the same thing, like they trying to drill it in your head. Right. It's like again, I do forget a lot, but my wife actually believes in that I will get stuff done.
Yeah.
But I do forget a lot, and she will remind me if need be. But she doesn't waste time like being on it, because after a while, if she have to tell me more than once, I'm not gonna lie. My baby pick up the phone and do all the calling or whatever needs to be done herself. She's like, all right, now, man, I got it. So she'll just go ahead and just do it. But I'm one of those people that I will forget, but most of the time I try to stay on task. I try my best to stay on task. That way, none of that stuff can happen.
Yeah. See, I don't like all that. I don't like all that nagging and stuff like that. I like to talk. I'm that type of person. I don't like bickering and all that. I like to just sit down and talk about stuff. That's just me.
He said, if a person drills you, they don't trust your judgment.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
Yeah, and
True.
that's that other part.
Yeah.
That's that other part. That's oh my God. Yeah. I mean, they don't trust your judgment. They're not going to trust a lot of stuff that you're doing, and it's going to be a point
and
where
that's where
stuff going to come out.
Yeah, and Smack stated.
Okay, I forgot, but drag you don't have.
Keep telling me how I messed up.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's like
I had that. I had that in my life at one time where they'll remind you. You know, last time you did this and you messed up, or last time you did this or something happened, you didn't do this, or that's one of those things. You know, I sat there and I think I shut down from that person.
How did you feel when she kept saying that to you?
As a man, it immaculated me. It took away everything that I build myself on to being. You know, I build myself up to be a strong person that I can handle pretty much anything that comes my way. Right. But when you keep reminding me of my faults, of everything that I fell at, that's a horrible feeling. Yeah. It's an extremely horrible feeling because it's reminding me that I messed up, and it's going to constantly dwell in you that you're not going to succeed. You're not going to succeed. It's almost like that. Okay. So it does mess with a man's feelings at times, and it does take it down because you can't constantly sit there and remind them that they messed up. Right. You remind them that they messed up. It's like, all right, come on now. Yeah, I did it. Let's get past it. Let me build myself back up, get this back going. Right. But you messed up before. We back there again. So it's like, it's one of those things, and it kicks you in the gut every single time, and you don't like it.
And Smack stated, my ex used to bring up stuff from years ago.
Yeah.
It was toxic. And she's right about that.
That's very toxic. Very, very
like,
toxic.
You're like, okay, that happened then. Why are you bringing it up now? It's done. It's over with. Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
And people can't leave stuff alone. Basically,
Right.
you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, they always got to keep reminding you. You did this. You did that. You did this. You did. Okay, but that was then. I've changed since then. Why you
Right.
keep bringing stuff up?
Right. There's times like my wife and I, we get into our conversations of our past, and we look at how much we evolved, like how much we've changed since then,
Yeah.
how much things gotten
Yes.
to where we are now, and how
Right.
gotten everything better. So we try not to relive nothing.
Yeah.
We try our best not to relive anything.
Right.
But it happens like every now and then, like, hey, you know, remember that time when such and such? Then we go, okay. But usually when we doing that,
Yeah.
it's not even about us.
Right.
It's actually about somebody else, and we'll
Yeah.
sit there and talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, you was right. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, stuff like that. You know, but it's not even about us.
Right.
It's about somebody else. I mean, one of my wife and I's arguments about that actually happened about somebody else.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Pierce mentioned that women normally notice patterns.
Yeah.
So it's then trying to show you about what's that up there? I can't really see the words. A trait that you not changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that can
Yeah.
be bad.
It can be.
Because if you're stuck in your ways and you're really not trying to change.
You're not trying to hear.
Yeah,
You're stuck. You're going to keep doing the same thing over and over
And
and
it
over.
shows a pattern,
Yeah,
and
it
a
does,
horrible
it does.
pattern at that.
Yeah.
D. Nasty say, yes, let the past stay in the
Be
past.
the
Right.
past. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And Smack stated, and let's not forget, nagging friends
Oh, boy.
have ended some friendships from nagging.
Yeah.
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 Especially when they talk about stuff that they really don't know too much about. Like you give them like a small window of something, and you really got a lot more going on than that.
Yeah.
But they want to put their 2 cents in and make it seem like it's a lot worse, and then it gets worse. Then it causes y'all not wanting to
Conflict.
talk. Right. It causes
Yeah.
y'all not to want to talk because you
Right.
don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that
Yeah,
nagging part
yeah,
of them. So I had a couple of friends I had to cut off of that.
Yeah.
I did. I had a couple of friends I had to
But
do
some,
that.
you know what? But I noticed this too. I had a friend of mine who intervened in the stuff that I was going through in my life and stuff like that. But what she was saying to me was correct. I mean, my partner at the time didn't like what she had to say, but she was correct on that.
Right.
That's why she said what she said, and she made it known. You know, I don't think that should continue. You know what I mean? I think you should do this. So, of course, I listened to her. You know what I mean? And I believe I made a better choice because I listened to her. Because if I would have stayed, it would have been worse.
Right.
Right?
I mean, I see some friends that can give you some insights to awareness, but
Yeah.
it's like I had the friend I had was like, nah, this person that they like this. I think they don't like this. I think that, and I'm like, I have to let you know what you're saying is that I think it's just in your own opinion.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean
your
I have to
opinion.
believe
I have
that.
to believe,
Yeah, that means
you
I
don't
have to
listen to it either.
Right.
You
I
don't
said
have to
so.
take
I'm
your
gonna have to
advice
let
either.
you believe that what you're saying. All right,
Yes,
fine.
yes.
But at the same time, that's not how it really is. I'm like,
Right.
if you see what I see,
Right.
it's hugely different.
Right.
But yeah, but sometimes you just don't. That's where the time you get that point where you just don't tell your friends some things.
Right.
Because you know how they're going, and you want to remain their friends, so you don't even talk to them about it. You
Yeah.
just let it be.
Exactly. And Pierce stated what she said down there.
Your repetitiveness. Okay. I had to get myself together. Your repetitiveness. Damn it. Excuse me.
Tell is a continuous nag.
Yeah. I'm fumbling words. Can't
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's one of those traits.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. It's like you constantly doing the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a victim of doing the exact same thing. Like but my exact same thing isn't as bad. Meaning that it's like I'm one of those people that likes order. Like certain orders, and things have to go in that order for me to get finished and get it out the way. But at the same time, it's like sometimes there was something that maybe takes more responsibility, that you know to be on top of right
Right.
away, and then there's some things that you feel like you really need to take care of first.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those people that has to let it run its course all the way through so I can finish it. Once I finish it, then I'm good.
Right.
But if I don't finish it, it's like boom, 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 chaos. Everything fall around it instead of me. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those people that if I sit there and I tell my wife like, yeah, I'm gonna knock out this, I'm gonna knock out that. See, when I come in, when I take care, like when I'm in the house alone and I'm playing my jazz or whatever and I'm cleaning, you can guarantee that the first place I'm going to start is not even in the bedroom.
Right.
It's going to be bathroom, kitchen,
Right.
living room, dining room, bedroom.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I have that kind of order because
Right.
the bedroom going to take more. Because how many of us know we live in our bedrooms? So it's like we're going to clean it, but we live in it.
Yeah.
You know, we and everywhere in the house usually is straight, but your bedroom always you live in it. You're gonna probably throw a sock over here, a shoe over there, something.
Yeah.
So
I get it later.
So bedroom is always the last thing. So I have a certain order that I do things.
Okay.
But then when my wife is home with me and she's cleaning with me, I'm looking at her like, all right, babe, what you doing? You know, because I'm that order. I'm in that order. She'd be like,
Right.
no, let me knock this out. Let me do this. And then she would do it. And then when she knocks stuff out, it's always real quick and done. I'm sitting there like, why I waste a whole day doing it then? Like, when she be doing it so quick and it be done. I'm like, all right. I got to reorganize what I'm doing. So I'm one of those people that has to have a certain way of doing certain things. So it's like my wife was explaining today. It's like when I do certain things, it's like I do everything that it says I'm supposed to do.
You're right.
I don't even take a half step. I'm doing everything it said to do.
Right.
If we had to put something together, all right, it says that we need to do this
Just
first,
like that,
right?
yeah.
And that's what I do because I'm like, if they give you instructions on how to do something, it must be a reason why.
Yeah.
Something might break. I do it.
Right,
So
you're right.
you have people that nag at them for the way they do a lot of things.
Yeah. Everybody's different. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Everybody's different individually, you know, in our relationships, you know, like I said earlier, you know, you have one who's more aggressive than the other, you know, and you try to, you know, work that out. You try to sit there and try to have this conversation about, you know, a nice agreement here where we're not going at each other's throat at that time, nagging basically, you know what I mean? And, you know, you just got to try to work at it best as you can.
Always.
You know what I mean?
Always,
But
because
like I
again,
said, every day somebody is nagging about something.
exactly.
It's, you know, it's never a day where everything is supposed to be smooth. Everything doesn't work out like that. Like a certain day, something's always going on.
Right.
Your day is never perfect. You have a good day like all the way up till 5 p.m.
Right.
6, 7, 8. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had a good day until you did this. Now you're nagging me. You're bothering me.
Right.
What did I do now? Basically, you know what I mean? Smack stated, I'm that way too. I'm that way too, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like
so-
a lot of people understand that you have to make good of what you have.
Right.
You can't always expect a person to think as you think.
Right.
Because the way you see
Can you
it,
repeat that, please?
you can't have people think that people think the way you think. It's like you have to have certain things in your mind that you feel as though need to be done first.
Yes, do.
When in fact they see something else that need to be done. So to them, if y'all can't come to a good conclusion where y'all could talk about it, just to ease out whatever
Yeah.
situation it is, it can be one of those real serious situations where it can make y'all argue, be on the verge of, all right, I'm
Excessive
done.
arguing,
Right.
yeah.
You wanna be careful with it. So
You're going to say things
Right.
that you really don't mean
right.
too. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the verbal stuff starts
Right,
coming out
right,
of your mouth,
right.
and you're like, wait a minute, did I say that?
Right.
Yes, the hell you did say that to me.
Exactly.
You know, you're like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? So it gets
Exactly.
ugly. Somebody's
It
going
gets
out the door,
real
slamming
ugly,
doors.
right.
You know what I mean? And there
Right.
you go. You're not talking for a couple of days.
Because I mean, no matter how long you've been with your significant other
Yeah.
or spouse
Yeah.
or whoever
Yeah.
you're with,
Yeah.
y'all may think alike on certain situations, but don't think that that's always the case. I mean, y'all going to have that point where it's going to come to a nag, but
Right.
don't nag the person if you don't see their point of view. Sometimes,
Right. Just
sometimes
let it
you
be.
gotta look
Let
at
it
it.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta look at what they're thinking.
Yeah.
You gotta look at their point of view at times to say, all right, this is maybe just maybe a little off, and he may be thinking something, or
But-
she may be thinking something.
But
Right.
you know, us women, we do this. We ain't gonna be quiet. We do a lot of that, and we always like to have the last word. We always do.
Smack says sometimes it takes 2 days just to clean up my bedroom because the way I clean. Right.
Taking your time.
It's
Taking
like
your time,
it's
yeah.
like I have a high
Yeah.
allergic to like dust.
Yeah.
So I would ask my wife to, could she do like any of the high dusting just in
Yeah.
case, because I get real sick real quick.
Right.
So I'm sitting there like, all right, baby, if there's any dusting, can you do that part? And she'd be like, all right, baby, not a problem. She'll knock it out. Not a problem.
Right.
But then it's like there's times where I'm looking at it like, I better get that.
Not doing a good job.
And like right after I get finished doing that, yes, Mac, it's gonna take a couple days because after I get finished doing the dust, I gotta lay down. I'm like, my face is starting to get all this allergy problems starting to happen. I'm like, I gotta lay down for a while. So the next day I finish.
Right.
But yeah.
So we gotta, just try to work it out the best way we can. We can't be upset and angry with one another. We gotta learn
Right.
how to deal with that. You know what I mean? I'm looking for something here for us to. So we're gonna try to, we have to try to deal with this one day at a time, one another.
Right.
And try to find better ways to handle our arguments.
Right,
And,
right.
the nagging and as such.
Right.
So and with that, you guys, we are going to close this out tonight.
Yes.
And it was a wonderful show.
Fantastic
a funny
topic.
show tonight. And we need that laughter. You know what I mean, with the things that are going on today in the world. So I pray you guys all be safe. Continue to be safe.
Especially down in Baltimore. I understand they just had 100% open down there. I want y'all to still be careful. Wear your mask and be safe out there.
Yeah.
They just had 100% open down in Baltimore.
Gina Tay. And I want to give a shout out to a young lady. Her name is Bay. She sells sea moss. Thank you for continuing to serve me. Her sea moss is the bomb. But yes, you guys tune in next week. We have a really important topic for you guys next week. So please tune in at 7 o'clock. All right? Continue to be safe and peace out.
I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me to let it out. I refuse to run and hide.